I always have Bucky sit whenever I bring him through a doorway, whether this is a front door or a back door. It's just a great exercise to do because I know that you like the fact that he's calmer now. One of the reasons is that we do this 5-6 times a day. Okay, look at the calmness. And you stay and you keep him calm by walking through that doorway slowly and doing your little, see how I'm just doing a little tiny kind of a prompt. If he tries to run ahead of me, it's just like this. He's very excited because we have a camera person there that's normally not there, and he wanted to run over to her. But you see what I did? If it's a door that you open and close like that, you do a little left circle like that. Your body does all the work. You close it. If it's a sliding glass door, well, you can just go back later and close it, I guess. Or you could just do a circle and close it. But on the inside, you'd have him sit and then go. Let him be free. Now, in this case, we're coming inside and I'm going to put him in his crate. So you could actually, if you're doing that, it's better that he goes in his crate after he's been outside and gone to the bathroom, obviously, and then he can go in his crate and eat or chew on his bone or whatever. So, okay, we're going to walk him up to his crate. I want him facing the crate, so I'm going to do a little left turn, sit, have him sit so he's facing it directly. He loves his crate, so you use the crate as a way, another way, it's another boundary, a very important boundary, obviously, just like the door, back door, front door, to make him calmer throughout the day. It's how you take him from the backyard into the crate, how you take him from the crate into the backyard that changes everything. You had to do that anyway. You had to take him in and out anyway, so now it's actually part of your training. So he sits, he waits, you open the door, he's waiting for you to, with your right hand, he's on your left, so with your right hand, go, send him in. And this is not a crate that he's gone into before. So you know he likes his crate, you know you use crates at home. So he's never been here in the crate before. Good, he's never gone in this crate, so I helped him in there and I gave him a treat. And so whenever you're taking his equipment off, his little prong collar, you always do it in the crate. I recommend you do it this way because he'll just stand there and let you do it, and there's no excitement, there's no jumping around, there's no collapsing on the ground, there's no any of that stuff. He just very respectfully just lets you take it off, and he does the same way when you try to put it on. If you try to do it outside the crate, usually they're all excited and they kind of, you know, jump around, and especially putting it on because they're all excited for it to go on. So that doesn't help your training, because the point of doing all these things for a while, not forever, but for a while, is that every interaction with him is a calm one, makes him calmer, instead of having interactions, doing things with him that make him excited and overstimulated. If you did that, then you get more of the old Bucky back, the Bucky that couldn't do a sit stay and was excited all the time and not as calm. He's calmer now because of the way I'm doing all the little things, bringing him in, putting him in the crate, taking off his collar, putting on his collar. That's why he's calmed down, just because of all these little interactions throughout the day. In situations that you do anyway, that now they're opportunities, little opportunities that all add up together to create a difference. Just a little opportunity to have him be calm in a situation that maybe before he wasn't calm. So come out of his crate. It's an opportunity for him to practice being calm. You see how he won't come out? If he does try to come out, you just say no. Give this a little token slam. And then when he does wait, good, he gets a reward. And I always hook up the prong collar to the leash first, so you're all ready to go. You're all ready to go, and you just reach in. He's so calm. Just reach in, hook him up. And I do this little exercise at the crate where he waits at the boundary, because you control all the boundaries. The boundary to his den, which is the crate, is very important. Good. If he waits, he gets a reward. If he doesn't, you say no. Usually when you say no now, he'll go back. He'll stop doing whatever he started to do, but you might have to do this too. So see how he's calmly waiting? You can tell he's calmly waiting. You can't see that much of him, I know. Good, he gets a reward, so why wouldn't he wait? This is another little thing we do. He doesn't rush through boundaries. He sits and waits for permission to go in, and he waits. You don't have to have him sit. Don't do any training in there, because you can't reinforce a sit or a down in there. But you can reinforce him waiting, whether he's sitting or standing, waiting to go through the boundary. So he waits. okay comes out when you allow him to. Of course, you're going to do another left turn because you're only doing, for a long time now, you're only going to turn left into him. Close that door, because the whole power of the crate is that you control the boundary now. So you don't leave it wide open, because then they can just run in and out and you kind of destroy all the power of the crate. If you do what you see me doing here, now you're feeding them in there, and you're doing this little exercise I just showed you. They get their bones and their chewies only in there, and the door's always closed. That's a very exclusive spot for them, place that they love being in, and then you control their access in and out. Changes their perception of you. They're way more likely to listen to you out on the street as well and other places. So, and also it's a calming exercise every time you put them in, every time you bring them out. So there's several different reasons why you may think this stuff doesn't matter, but it's just another piece of the puzzle put together with all like the way you take them in and out, their front door, and all the other things we're doing that adds up together to make a calm Bucky, a calmer Bucky. Okay, and now we're just going to do the whole thing going outside. Okay, sit. No. If he gets up, you say no. See how he'll put himself back? Step out. He knows he doesn't come through this boundary without you. Go back, pat your leg. Okay. And then on the outside, have him sit, and then go. Release him and unhook him from his leash so that he can have free time, and then go back in, you close the door, and he can have all the free time he wants out there. Sit. Good. Now, in some of these situations, Bucky won't take food, so when I say good and I give him a treat like that, he won't take it, but he is now. But even if he's not taking food, it doesn't really matter. I mean, we practice this sit stay so many times that it's not really about whether he takes the food or not. It's just, even if you don't have a reward with you, it's just what he does. He has to do this. And so we're practicing, obviously, in a situation where there's a lot of distractions to show you what he can do. And see, this is crazy, of course. He gets a reward for this. Good, as they pass by. Nope, he gets up. So he gets up as they're leaving, of course. But you're probably not going to have him do sit stays in a situation that's as busy as this. And for being a jumpy little dog that couldn't hold a sit stay at all before, he's doing a lot better. And if you keep practicing this kind of stuff in this way, he's going to get better and better. And so you know that the rules are, okay, if you're going to have him sit, just say it once. If he didn't sit the first time you tell him, you don't say it again. You just pull up with a little bit of pressure, literally like that. Stay is built into sit, so when you step away from him, he needs to be able, he's supposed to stay there, because stay means to stay there until he's released. The only way that he's ever released is when you go back and stand next to him and release him to be free, like I'm about to do. If he gets up before you release him, you say no, and you do that little circle you just saw me do, and you just put him back, and you finish your exercise. And then to release him, go stand back next to him. See, eye contact like this. He looks at you. Good. He took the treat as he was looking at me in the eyes. That's the way you want to reward him in this situation. And then you can either release him by saying, patting his chest and saying go, and he'll go and he'll just be free in front of you. Or if you're going to walk him with you and stay on the in training mode, you just pat your leg and say okay, and he'll walk with you. I'm not going to toss him to you.
Okay.
Okay. All right. You. And Bucky's never met him. What's your name, sir?
Russell.
Russell wants to meet Bucky, so we're going to do the greeting routine. And this is in Home Depot, so I'm sure he's really excited. All I'm doing is having him sit. I hand a little treat. Russell's not a vegan. Obviously, that's meat, right? You're not vegan. Okay, right. Good. And then, so he's going to offer the food to Bucky. You're just going to go like this. Bucky waits, so I say, go say hi. He takes the treat, he gets petted, and I say, come. And Bucky comes back to me. Good. Sometimes if he's really excited, he really likes you.
Does he?
Sit, because I said come, he didn't come to me. So worst case scenario, you saw how I said come, and he may not have heard me too. It's kind of noisy in here. You just do, see how I just did a couple of prompts, and he turned around, he saw me backing away, and he came running to me. Go say hi.
Wait,
try it again.
Dog.
Come.
What a good
Oh, he dropped his.
boy, huh?
Come here. Come. We're gonna have to do that a couple more times. Let's keep doing it. This is fun. Sit. He's doing so well. Yeah. He's staying so calm. Let's do it again. Go say hi.
Hi, Bucky. What a good boy.
Come.
Yes.
Good. So it's just a great way to practice. Sit. You got your sit stay. You got your sending him over to say hi to somebody. He's not jumping on the person.
One more.
And we're going to do one more. Go say hi.
Hi, Bucky.
Bucky's having a great time.
Look, there's one more right there. Right there.
There's a treat there. And I'm going to call Bucky back to me.
Boy, yes.
Come. Comes back to me. Good. And that's how you do a greeting routine anytime you want with a person, and it keeps Bucky from jumping. Every time you do it, he gets better and better, more and more respectful with people. And so he won't go unless I send him, go, and say hi.
Good dog, Bucky. Yeah. What a good boy. Yeah.
Down. So I didn't want to chance it that I would say down without the foot thing. Good boy, Bucky. This is a tough one. The cart goes right past the nonchalant person pushing the cart, and Bucky stays there. So at the same moment that I said down, I kind of helped him a little bit. And so that's what you want to do with a dog that is maybe in a difficult situation like this. It's kind of crazy here today. There's a lot going on, especially a lot for him to put up with, to be able to stay focused and stay in a down stay. So I didn't want to say down, him ignore me, and then I would do it. So I just put everything together. Down, all at once. All he knows is that he heard the command, he ended up going there. And then if you keep doing it that way, pretty soon you won't have to do the left foot thing. You'll say down and he'll have it. But definitely don't do it the other way, which is, down, he ignores you or he hesitates, and then you do it, because you can get stuck in that happening over and over again. So do it the way you saw me do it in the beginning. So stay is built into down, and I'm just giving him rewards to keep him focused in this high stress situation. Normally you say down and you don't have to give him rewards anymore. He's been with me for a long time, so he's had like a month of this training. So I would just use treats for him in a situation that was kind of crazy like this. If he gets up before you release him, you just say no and put him back. And practicing a downstay with a dog like Bucky like this in the presence of a lot of noise and a lot of things going on, it just helps with his focus. When I bring him out of this downstay, he'll be, he will have practiced another level of calmness. And that calmness, every time we do something like this, that calmness starts to just take over his life. And so on free time, he is good, going to be even better. No. If he gets up before you release him, you just say no and do that. Go back to where you were before that. Come back. Try it again. Okay, that time you got it. This time, sit. I'm going to release him to be free just by patting his chest and say, go. Now he's free. I just wanted to show you how I've been practicing the come command with Bucky. So I always call him, when I'm practicing, I always call him when he's interested in something else. I would never call him when he's staring at me. I always call him away from something, and the camera person has her back to another doorway, so there's a lot of people going around behind her a lot. And there's a lot of things to sniff, so I can call him away from, come, that. Good. Notice how I backed away. When you back away, the dog is drawn to you, so so much better than standing still. So whenever you can, back away, and he'll rush to you. Also, I had the reward in my right hand. It was a fist. His nose touched it, and I opened it. I gave him a treat. But you want to use his target, because when you have no food, he's still going to come to this, and he's not going to know why. So always use it this way, and he'll always come to you whether you have food or not. And if for some reason he ignores the first time you say come, if you have him on a leash, and you should only be practicing on leash, you want to just reinforce it like this. Do a little prompt like that. See how I'm doing a little prompt? Even without saying, good, even without saying the come command, just backing away and using the target, I can get him to come to me. He's really distracted by all this stuff going on. Can you see that right there? Yeah. So it's a great place to practice commands with Bucky because there's a lot of distractions here. Come. Good. So you see the way I'm doing it? And then either my left hand grabs the leash so that then I have him when he comes to me, or, come on, go. Come. You can grab like that. Good. So you have him, which I think is the best way to do it actually, just like that. And then you got him. Then if you're going to walk him, you just switch hands like that. Okay. And you can walk him.